Hey guys, welcome to the video. It's JDCart, and in this video, I'm gonna be drawing Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, some of you may be wondering where I've been, and the short answer is I've been getting absolutely dunked on by my homework right now. Due to no fault of my own, my workload this past week has, at the very least, tripled. The main reason is that most of my teachers they like pushed assignments back a week or two because whatever came up, holiday, whether one of my teachers had to like plan a funeral, just a lot of stuff came up. And now that finals are nearing, I am still responsible for the work, so that's where I've been. Um, Expectations for next week is I could potentially get a video out, maybe not. Really, it counts on me being productive 100% of the time this next week, which, if stuff with family comes up or if I have to do something with friends, I might not be able to get it out, but you should still be fine. Monday in 2 weeks, you'll definitely get an upload. So that would mean Monday the 20th at 5 p.m. would be the latest you'll get an upload from me. Maybe next Monday you'll get it. We'll see. All that to say, the uploads are a little finicky right now, you know, with school and everything. Holidays coming up. So let's get right into the video. Now, one of the main issues I had while drawing this was handling the foreshortening of the hand. In this, I pushed the hand really far out. It's very much directly towards the camera, not much at an angle, so I really had to pay attention to how much that would affect the form, specifically on the arms. And it did end up giving me some trouble, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but eventually I did fix it. I had a little outline beforehand of where the hand was gonna go, just so the construction phase wouldn't take up too much time in this video. And obviously, because I'm planning on inking this, the pencils won't be all that detailed, guys. I'm really just setting it all up to finish it off with ink. Now, because the hair is blown in the wind, I'm gonna keep it very much loose in this phase. A lot of what I can do here for constructing the hair is really simple. You just use a couple lines and make a couple triangles, and you kind of just move along the entire form of the hair that you already have mapped out in your head. And from there, you can get pretty convincing with hair detail. Depending on how curly or straight, you might end up doing a little bit different on the hair. I I would love to do a video on hair, although the issue is I don't know how I could fill it up the entire long form 10-minute video slot. Maybe I'll end up doing a short on hair. I think that'd be pretty cool. I might make separate ones for curly or straight, but the gist is just using a bunch of multiple triangles to try and form this. One thing I really like about the art style of Jujutsu Kaisen is how the artist he just goes in with dry brushes and ink for the clothing. He doesn't really use too much hatching, in all honesty. It gives a very unique feeling towards it. It's very much loose. I don't think I'll be doing too much of this while I'm actually inking the clothes here, but it's something I really appreciate it because it's not something you see all that much. It's really very much a special thing. And although the sake for convincingness of the actual clothing might not be on par or as much as some other styles, it's just something to switch it up. Now, right here, I'm really just trying to fix the face. I didn't go in too crazy with the eyes. I could tell they were a little off when I was drawing it, but I really didn't worry because, first of all, it's pencils. I plan on inking this over in the future. As long as I get the placement through the pencils, that's really what matters the most. Inking is very much its own stylization. Really, the whole pencils, I could probably just lay this all out. I think in the next video, I might end up just doing that, seeing how it would affect the drawing with just having a simple construction and then going in with ink after that. Obviously, the only issue with that is that it's ink. It's permanent. You mess up, it's done. But it should give your work a little bit more of a free-flowing feel is the effect I'm trying to get. If it doesn't come through, it doesn't come through. We'll see. For the longest time, I was pretty afraid to ink hair. Um, but with practice, you eventually get better. And I actually really like how the hair turned out on this character. It honestly, in the beginning, this character, it really was a struggle, guys. I really had to piece this together. And the thing was, while I was doing this, I was also like attending class. So I really didn't put too much focus in the construction of it. And eventually, I just had to like go in with my own ability and fix it all up, clean it all up. I really do enjoy drawing faces. It's something I haven't done on this channel. I don't know if I've ever done it because drawing faces, it's a lot quicker. There's a lot more simple guidelines to get through. It's not the construction of a whole figure, But I feel like if I do end up in the next upload drawing just a headshot, I could really go in with some details. One of the things I find though, particularly with headshots of anime characters, you can't go too much because then it will start looking not all that much like the character. As opposed to American comics where, a lot of the characters do actually have that kind of level of, shading detail in the face. For better or worse, I could do something similar to realism if I had like photo reference. I just really don't know is what kind of realism appeals to my audience specifically. It's very much catered towards manga and anime fan group as well as superheroes, and there's not a lot of realism connected to that. What I could do, which is what I was thinking, was doing something related with the next Marvel movie, probably Spider-Man. I actually have a short coming out pretty soon. It should be up Wednesday of Spider-Man. So if you guys enjoy that, you should check it out in my channel by Wednesday. And quickly making note, the hand up until like this inking phase really wasn't looking all that great, but I feel like I pulled it together. You know, it's very much a position where you wouldn't normally see the hand like this. It's very much up to your own interpretation of how the fingers would interlock. I don't even know if, how it's drawn in the manga is perfectly accurate at how your fingers would actually interact in that situation. But a lot of line art is not necessarily realism. It's just getting the form convincing enough to, the reader for them to believe. And after that, it's kind of just stylization. You're cartooning is what you're doing, guys. One thing I learned just in like basic art classes is, you never use lines. You don't see lines in the forms. The only lines you see is like where shadow meets direct light. I don't know. But otherwise, a lot of it is just value, changing shades, progressively darkening or lightening up something. You don't really see hard lines ever in like fine art. And I enjoy fine art. I enjoy, just painting in general. I find, however, that the amount of time it takes to produce a painting isn't really worth it for making videos on the internet, I find. At least uploading. A lot of what it is, in addition to that, is just I'm not where I want to be with painting. So it's something I plan on working on in the future. I do paint digitally, in person, like in real life, almost never with traditional materials. But guys, it's nearing the end of the video, so I'm gonna give you all a quick plug. Guys, I just opened up a Fiverr. If you guys want to commission me to do some work, you could do it there. Pretty cheap. If you guys enjoy, you could get me to do something personally. If you guys just want, to support me, that's how you would do it. Um, do I plan on opening up a Patreon? Probably sometime soon. When I release the first chapter of this comic I'm doing right now, I'll probably end up putting it on the Patreon first, and then releasing it a little bit later on Webtoons, and it will just be the Patreon is kind of an advanced way of seeing it early, so you can actually support me that way. And guys, you know the drill. If you support me and want to, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe on the video. It increases engagement, guys. I appreciate it. If you guys want to see specific characters, you can let me know in the comments down below. You can also do it on my other socials, which are in the description right now. I have a TikTok and an Instagram. It's where I post the shorts as well. You can find all of this in the link tree down below.